Welcome to Slot Zone Genius, where we break down the most thrilling and rewarding slot games out there. Today, we're venturing into the depths of the underworld in the high-stakes world of Zeus vs. Hades, one of the most exciting and volatile slot games ever created. This game is a tale of two gods, Zeus, the mighty king of the gods, and Hades, the god of the underworld. But today, we're focusing on the darker, more mysterious side of the game, Hades Mode. The basics of Zeus vs. Hades. The Zeus vs. Hades slot game takes players through an epic showdown between the two most powerful gods in Greek mythology. The game offers two very distinct modes, Zeus Mode and Hades Mode. While Zeus Mode is designed for players who prefer a calmer, more predictable experience with frequent but smaller wins, Hades Mode is an entirely different beast. Hades Mode is high volatility, which means that the game is built for players who are willing to take bigger risks for the possibility of massive rewards. If you're someone who thrives on unpredictability and isn't afraid of a little chaos in your gameplay, this is the mode for you. The game is set on a 5-reel, 3-row grid and offers 15 fixed pay lines. With these fixed pay lines, every spin gives you the same chance of winning, and all you need to do is land matching symbols across the grid from left to right. The pay table is packed with symbols that'll be familiar to anyone who's seen the Greek mythological stories unfold, from powerful gods to legendary creatures. Symbol breakdown. The Zeus vs. Hades slot game is visually stunning, with symbols that fit perfectly with the game's mythological theme. On the reels, you'll find a mix of higher value and lower value symbols that all contribute to your chance of hitting big wins. The most valuable symbols are, of course, the ones representing the gods in their realm. The highest paying symbol is Hades himself, the god of the underworld. Landing multiple Hades symbols on a pay line can bring in substantial payouts, and his presence on the reels definitely sets the tone for the game's dark atmosphere. Next in line is Cerberus, the terrifying three-headed dog who guards the gates of the underworld. This symbol pays well, and its menacing presence reminds players that they're entering a high-risk, high-reward area. The flaming helmet of Hades and the glowing chalice that often accompanies him are also valuable symbols that can lead to large payouts when landed in combination. Of course, not every symbol is as valuable. As with most slot games, the lower value symbols are represented by the standard playing cards, hearts, spades, diamonds, and clubs. While these symbols don't offer as much in terms of payouts, they help fill the grid and keep things moving while you wait for those bigger wins to land. But the most important symbol to keep an eye on in Hades Mode is the wild symbol. The wild symbol can substitute for any regular symbol to help you complete winning combinations. This is key in maximizing your wins, as wilds can often turn a near miss into a big win when placed in the right spot. In the base game, wilds can significantly increase your chances of forming high-value pay lines. Pay lines and grid mechanics. This game uses 15 fixed pay lines, meaning that no matter how much you wager, you are always playing with the same number of pay lines. This simplifies the game for new players, because you don't need to worry about activating different pay line combinations. Every spin automatically uses all 15 lines, giving you the best possible chance of landing a win. The 5-reel, 3-row grid is straightforward and easy to understand. You'll need to match symbols across the pay lines from left to right, and the more symbols you land in a row, the higher your payout. The key here is that matching symbols must land on consecutive reels, starting from the first reel on the far left. For example, landing 3 matching symbols starting from reel 1 will trigger a payout. However, you must make sure the symbols are in consecutive reels. If one of the symbols lands on a non-consecutive reel, that pay line won't count. This is why keeping an eye on the grid and understanding how the symbols line up is crucial for success. In addition to regular pay lines, the wild symbol plays a major role in the overall gameplay. It substitutes for other symbols on the grid to complete winning combinations. This can be a game changer, especially during the free spins bonus round, which we'll dive into in the next section. Introduction to Hades Mode. Alright, now we're getting to the good part. As we mentioned earlier, Hades Mode is the high-volatility version of the game. This means that it's designed to give out larger payouts, but those payouts don't come easily. In fact, you may go through several spins without landing anything significant, and that's all part of the thrill. One thing you need to know about Hades Mode is that it rewards patience and risk-taking. While the payouts can be enormous when they hit, the road to those big wins is often long and winding. This is a game that requires you to embrace the ups and downs, and not everyone is built for it. If you're the type of player who prefers more predictable outcomes, you might find Hades Mode frustrating at times. However, when those big wins come, they can be life-changing. This mode is where you'll find the real thrill. The kind of edge-of-your-seat excitement that only comes from high-stakes gameplay. The key to succeeding in Hades Mode is to keep your eye on the prize, stay disciplined, and make sure your bankroll management is on point. So, what makes Hades Mode different from Zeus Mode? While Zeus Mode offers a more balanced approach with smaller, more frequent wins, Hades Mode is all about big swings. You'll find that the wilds, scatters, and bonus symbols are much harder to land, but when they do show up, they have the potential to trigger massive payouts. It's a game of patience, persistence, and a little bit of luck. The atmosphere of Hades Mode adds to the intensity. The music becomes darker. The sky turns to fire, and the reels start to glow with an eerie, hellish light. The tension builds, and you can feel the presence of Hades himself looming in the background, just waiting for the right moment to strike. This is a mode that's not for the faint-hearted, but for players who want to test their limits and experience the true power of the underworld. What makes Hades Mode high-risk, high-reward? In most games, players are accustomed to smaller wins happening fairly regularly. This provides a steady stream of excitement while they build up their bankroll. But in Hades Mode, the reward comes at a much higher risk. The way this mode works is that the payouts are much larger, but you need to be prepared for dry spells. This can be intimidating for some players, especially those who prefer more predictable outcomes. But here's the thing. When you're playing in Hades Mode, you have the potential to hit a massive win, one that could change the way you approach slots forever. The volatility in this mode is what sets it apart. The game is designed to give you bigger rewards, but those rewards don't come without risk. Players who enjoy high-risk slots will find that Hades Mode offers an experience that's unlike anything else. As you play, keep in mind that the longer you stay in Hades Mode, the higher your chances are of hitting those wilds and free spins. But it's all about patience. You need to hold on through the tough times to experience the big payouts. Now that we've explored the basics of Zeus versus Hades and delved into the chaotic thrill of Hades Mode, it's time to take a deeper look at one of the most exciting features of the game, the Hades Free Spins bonus. This feature is where the real magic happens, and where you'll have the best chance of landing massive wins. The Free Spins bonus round introduces a whole new layer of complexity to the game, and understanding how it works is key to maximizing your winnings during Hades Mode. Before we dive into the features of the Hades Free Spins, let's first cover how to trigger the bonus round. In Zeus vs. Hades, triggering the free spins is more challenging than your average slot game, which is exactly what makes it so exciting. The difficulty of triggering the bonus round directly correlates to the size of the rewards that come with it. To trigger the Hades free spins, you need to land 3 or more scatter symbols anywhere on the reels. These scatter symbols are key to unlocking the free spins bonus, and they'll appear randomly during regular gameplay. As you spin, you'll want to keep your eyes peeled for these scatter symbols, as they can appear in various positions across the grid. The more scatter symbols you land, the more free spins you'll unlock. For instance, landing 3 scatter symbols will award you 10 free spins, while 4 scatter symbols grants you 15 free spins, and landing all 5 scatter symbols will unlock 20 free spins. Once you land the required number of scatters, the Hades free spins bonus round begins. The first thing you'll notice is the atmosphere. It darkens, the music intensifies, and you're suddenly immersed in the underworld. The sense of anticipation builds as you know that this is a round where you can rack up some serious rewards. One of the standout features during the Hades free spins round is the use of sticky wilds. Sticky wilds are game changers because they stay in place for the duration of the free spins. This is crucial because wilds substitute for regular symbols, helping you complete winning combinations. Each time a wild lands on the reels, it sticks in place for the rest of the free spins, giving you the potential for several consecutive wins, especially if you land wilds in advantageous positions. These wilds act as powerful multipliers for your winnings, especially when multiple wilds line up across the reels. The longer the sticky wilds stay in place, the higher your chances of landing multiple winning paylines. Imagine landing a sticky wild in the center of the grid. The wild will remain there, acting as a substitute for any other symbol that lands around it. This means that not only do you have a wild symbol filling in the blanks, but you also have more opportunities for wins with each spin. The more sticky wilds you land, the more paylines you activate, and the better your chances of hitting big payouts. The sticky wilds add a layer of strategy to the game. You want to aim for landing these wild symbols early in the bonus round to maximize your chances of completing combinations on subsequent spins. It's the sticky wilds that elevate the free spins from a simple bonus into a thrilling, win-packed experience. Another exciting feature of the Hades free spins bonus round is the introduction of multipliers. This multiplier is applied to all your wins during the free spins, so even small wins can become far more valuable over the course of the round. The multiplier begins at 1x for the first free spin, but with each winning spin, the multiplier increases. This means that your first win may only have a 1x multiplier, but by the time you hit a second or third win, the multiplier can rise to 2x, 3x, or even higher. The more consecutive wins you land during the free spins, the bigger the multiplier gets. As your multiplier increases, so does the value of your winnings. For example, if your multiplier reaches 3x and you hit a payout worth 100 coins, the multiplier will triple that payout, giving you 300 coins instead. The multipliers stack with each winning spin, so the longer you can maintain a streak of wins, the bigger your overall payout will be. The combination of sticky wilds and multipliers creates an exciting environment where players are rewarded for their persistence. Every win becomes more significant as the multiplier grows, and sticky wilds ensure that you can land multiple winning combinations throughout the bonus round. One of the most exciting aspects of the Hades free spins round is the potential to fill the grid with sticky wilds. A full grid of sticky wilds is the stuff of legend in this game, and it can result in massive payouts if it happens. Building a full grid of sticky wilds requires a bit of luck, but it's definitely possible. The wild symbols will stick in place each time they land. And if you manage to land several wilds in consecutive spins, you'll slowly begin to fill the grid. The goal here is to get wild symbols to line up in key positions, helping you complete winning combinations across multiple paylines. As the wilds accumulate, you'll notice the grid begin to fill with opportunities for bigger payouts. The more sticky wilds that appear, the better your chances are of hitting multiple winning paylines. A full grid of sticky wilds is the best possible outcome during the Hades free spins, and it's the key to unlocking huge rewards. But filling the grid with wilds isn't easy. It takes patience, persistence, and a bit of luck. The bonus round can be unpredictable, and you may experience some dry spells where wilds don't appear as often. However, when you do hit that lucky streak, the potential for massive wins is endless. A full grid of sticky wilds is where you'll find the highest payouts in the game. Now that you know how sticky wilds and multipliers work, let's talk about how to maximize your winnings during the Hades free spins. The first step is to trigger the bonus round as often as possible. While the scatter symbols can be elusive, the more you spin, the better your chances of landing those scatters and triggering the bonus. Once you've triggered the free spins, it's all about managing your bankroll and being patient. The game can be unpredictable, and you might not hit massive payouts every time. But remember that the multipliers will increase with each win, and the sticky wilds will stay in place, building your chances for bigger rewards as the round progresses. You'll want to stay consistent with your betting strategy. While it's tempting to bet big in hopes of hitting it big, high-volatility games like Hades Mode require discipline. Keep your bets manageable to ensure you can ride out the longer dry spells between wins. As the multiplier grows, your wins will become more valuable, and this is when you want to start ramping up your excitement. While it may take several spins to land that perfect combination, the potential rewards in this bonus round are well worth the wait. Let's walk through an example of what a successful Hades free spins round might look like. Imagine triggering the free spins with 4 scatter symbols, granting you 15 free spins. On your first spin, a wild symbol lands on reel 2 and stays there, sticking for the remainder of the round. The multiplier is set at 1x, and you're already off to a great start. On the next spin, another wild lands on reel 4, and it sticks in place as well. Now, you've got 2 wilds on the grid, and the multiplier increases to 2x. The more wilds you land, the higher your chances of completing winning combinations and triggering multipliers. Now that we've gone over the basics and the exciting Hades free spins and bonus mechanics, it's time to dive into some pro tips and strategies that will help you improve your chances of winning and maximize your overall experience while playing Zeus vs. Hades. This game is all about high volatility, big risks, and big rewards. With that in mind, there are a few key strategies that can help you navigate the ups and downs of this chaotic and thrilling slot game. One of the first things you need to understand about Zeus vs. Hades is that it's a high volatility game. This means that you can go through long periods of spins without hitting big wins, but when the wins do come, they can be significant. High volatility slots tend to have larger payoff potential, but also carry more risk. To handle this volatility, it's important to be prepared for dry spells. Don't get discouraged if you hit a string of losing spins. In high volatility games like this one, that's simply part of the experience. Patience and a steady bankroll are crucial in ensuring that you don't run out of funds during those inevitable losing streaks. When playing a game like Zeus vs. Hades, adjusting your bet size according to your bankroll and desired level of risk is critical. Betting too much on each spin can deplete your balance too quickly, especially in a high volatility game. On the other hand, betting too little can diminish your chances of hitting larger payouts. The general strategy here is to find a balance that suits your budget and playing style. A good rule of thumb is to bet a smaller amount at first, gradually increasing your bet as you see how the game behaves. For example, you can start with a smaller bet while you're familiarizing yourself with the mechanics and the volatility. Once you get a sense of how often the game gives you free spins or big wins, you can increase your bet to take advantage of the bonuses and features when they trigger. The Hades free spins bonus is where the majority of the big payouts come in Zeus vs. Hades. As we've discussed in the previous section, landing those scatter symbols to trigger the free spins can unlock an exciting new level of gameplay. However, triggering the bonus isn't enough. You also need to maximize its potential. One important aspect of maximizing your Hades free spins is taking advantage of the sticky wilds. The more wilds you can land, the better your chances are of completing winning paylines. Ideally, you want to land wilds in positions that give you the highest number of potential combinations. Look for the best placement of wilds on the reels. If they can help you form multiple combinations at once, you'll significantly increase your overall payout. The multipliers that accompany the free spins are another key feature to keep in mind. As the multiplier increases, each win becomes exponentially more valuable. If you can chain together several winning spins during the free spins round, your multiplier will grow and your payouts will increase. Patience is key here. Allow the wilds to build up and let the multiplier do the heavy lifting. Your bankroll management is one of the most important factors in determining how long you can play and ultimately whether or not you'll be able to withstand the high volatility of Zeus vs. Hades. Since the game has a tendency to go through losing streaks before rewarding you with big wins, you need to be smart about how you manage your funds. Consider setting a budget for each session and stick to it. This will help you avoid overcommitting and ensure that you don't burn through your balance too quickly. It's also important to set win and loss limits. For example, Decide in advance how much you're willing to lose in a session, as well as how much profit you want to walk away with. Once you hit either limit, it's time to stop playing. You should also adjust your bet size based on your available bankroll. If your balance is low, you might want to scale down your bets to extend your playtime and increase your chances of hitting the bonus features. Conversely, if you have a larger balance, you can take more risks by betting higher to potentially trigger the bonus and multiply your winnings. In a game as packed with features as Zeus vs. Hades, it can be easy to get distracted by all the elements. However, staying focused on the key features of the game, such as the scatter symbols, wilds, and multipliers, is the best way to ensure you're making the most of your spins. Make sure to focus on the scatter symbols, as they are the ones that will trigger the free spins round. Without landing scatters, you won't have access to the most rewarding features of the game. Additionally, keeping an eye on the sticky wilds will help you take advantage of those bonus spins and increase your chances of landing multiple wins during the bonus round. The multipliers are also important to keep track of, as they directly affect the value of your winnings. The more wins you can chain together during the free spins, the higher your multiplier will climb, resulting in some truly massive rewards. Staying vigilant and managing your expectations will ensure you're ready for the big moments when they arrive. One of the hardest things to do in any casino game is knowing when to stop. With the high volatility of Zeus vs. Hades, it's especially important to have a solid exit strategy. If you find yourself in a losing streak, it's okay to step back and take a break. Sometimes, a fresh mindset can help you make more rational decisions when you return. On the flip side, if you've hit a big win or triggered the free spins bonus, it's a good idea to set a win goal. Once you've achieved that goal, consider walking away. The temptation to keep playing after a big win can be strong, but it's important to take profits when you can. There's always another chance to play, but protecting your winnings is key to long-term success. While it's easy to get caught up in the excitement of chasing big wins, it's important to remember that Zeus vs. Hades is ultimately a game of chance. The outcomes are determined by a random number generator, so no matter how well you strategize, you can't always control the results. As such, it's crucial to keep your expectations realistic and remember that slot games are meant to be fun. The thrill of triggering the bonus rounds, landing wilds, and watching your multiplier grow is a large part of what makes the game so enjoyable. Approach the game with the mindset that you're playing for entertainment, and any winnings are simply a bonus. Experimenting with low to medium bets while you're learning the game allows you to get a feel for how the bonus features trigger and how the game behaves. Once you feel more comfortable with the mechanics, you can gradually increase your bet size, especially when you see a consistent rhythm and the bonus features start to activate more frequently. With these strategies in mind, you're now equipped to tackle Zeus vs. Hades with a much clearer understanding of how to approach the game. By understanding the key features, managing your bankroll, and staying focused on the sticky wilds, multipliers, and scatter symbols, you'll be able to make smarter decisions and get the most out of your time in Hades mode. Remember to play responsibly, set your limits, and enjoy the chaos that Zeus and Hades bring to the reels. With a bit of luck and a solid strategy, you might just find yourself walking away with some serious rewards from the underworld. Zeus vs. Hades is undoubtedly one of the most intense and rewarding slot games in the online casino world. The combination of high volatility, exciting features like sticky wilds, multipliers, and the chance to trigger the Hades free spins creates a thrilling experience for players who are looking for big rewards and big risks. When playing Zeus vs. Hades, it's essential to embrace the high volatility nature of the game. This type of slot game can feel unpredictable at times, but this is part of what makes it so exciting. You can go through long stretches of dry spins, but when the big wins hit, they can be truly life-changing. High volatility slots like this require patience, discipline, and a steady approach to bankroll management. Remember, the key to surviving and thriving in high volatility games is not to get too discouraged during the losing streaks. They are inevitable, and they are part of the game's design. The real fun and rewards come when you manage to trigger the bonus rounds and unlock features like the sticky wilds and multipliers during the Hades free spins. That's when the true potential of the game shines through, and you'll have the chance to rack up some serious payouts. Throughout our review, we've emphasized how important the key features of the game are: the sticky wilds, multipliers, and scatter symbols. These elements are the heart and soul of Zeus vs. Hades, and they give the game its unique identity. The Hades free spins bonus round is where the real magic happens, and understanding how to take full advantage of sticky wilds and multipliers can make a massive difference in your overall experience. Sticky wilds are the ultimate game changers during the free spins. They stay on the reels for the entire bonus round, allowing for more chances to complete winning combinations and rack up bigger payouts. On top of that, multipliers add extra value to your wins. As you chain together consecutive wins during the free spins, the multiplier grows, turning smaller wins into much larger ones. And of course, it all starts with the scatter symbols, which can be tricky to land but are your ticket to the bonus rounds. By now, you should have a pretty solid understanding of how to maximize your chances of success in Zeus vs. Hades. Whether you're a beginner or a seasoned slot player, bankroll management, patience, and consistent betting are crucial to surviving and enjoying the highs and lows of high-volatility slots. Betting too high early on can quickly deplete your balance, but betting too low might leave you without the chance to trigger the bonus features. Moderation is key. Keep an eye on the key features, scatters, wilds, and multipliers, because those are the building blocks of the big wins. Focus on landing wilds and strategic positions during the free spins, and watch your multiplier grow as you keep hitting consecutive wins. By staying patient and focusing on the right features, you can boost your chances of hitting those big moments that make high-volatility slots so rewarding. Also, remember that Zeus vs. Hades is ultimately a game of chance. No matter how well you strategize or how often you trigger the free spins, luck plays a big role. Don't get discouraged if things don't always go your way. The game is designed to be entertaining, and part of the fun is in the unexpected twists and turns. As always, it's important to approach Zeus vs. Hades with responsibility. Slot games are intended to be fun and entertaining, and while the potential for big payouts is part of the excitement, it's important to set limits for yourself. Set a budget for each gaming session and stick to it. Know your limits, whether it's how much you're willing to spend or how much you like to win before calling it a day. Online casinos are all about entertainment, and Zeus vs. Hades is a prime example of a game that brings excitement and fun to the table. Just remember to play responsibly. Keep the fun at the forefront, and don't let the highs and lows of the game affect your overall experience. Always be mindful of your spending, and don't chase losses. Gaming should be a positive experience, and with the right mindset, you'll be able to enjoy everything this game has to offer. To wrap up, Zeus vs. Hades is a fantastic slot game that brings the thrilling battle between two mighty gods to life. The combination of high volatility, exciting features like sticky wilds, multipliers, and the adrenaline-pumping Hades free spins bonus round make this game a standout title in the world of online slots. If you enjoy high-stakes gameplay with the potential for huge payouts, this game is definitely worth a spin. While the game can feel intense at times, especially when you're waiting for those key features to trigger, the payoff is well worth the anticipation. Zeus vs. Hades is a game that rewards persistence. The sticky wilds and growing multipliers create a thrilling atmosphere, and the opportunity to land massive payouts in the free spins rounds is what keeps players coming back for more. As you head into the game, remember to play responsibly, manage your bankroll, and most importantly, have fun. The journey through the Battle of the Gods is an unforgettable experience, and the rewards are certainly there for those who approach the game with strategy and patience. Thank you for watching. Before we wrap up, I want to take a moment to thank you, our amazing subscribers and viewers, for sticking with me through this detailed review. Your support means the world to me, and I appreciate every single one of you who tunes into Slot Zone Genius. Without your passion for slots and your continued engagement, this channel wouldn't be what it is today. I'm so grateful to have such a dedicated community of slot enthusiasts who share in the excitement of discovering new games and maximizing their winnings. If you've enjoyed this in-depth look into Zeus vs. Hades, be sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on future content. I'm always on the lookout for new slot games to review and tips to share, so make sure to hit the notification bell to stay up to date with everything happening in the Slot Zone Genius universe. If you have any thoughts or questions about the game, feel free to leave a comment below. I love hearing from all of you, and I'll be happy to respond and help with any questions you may have. Whether it's about game strategies, bonus features, or anything related to online slots, don't hesitate to reach out. Your feedback helps improve the content, and I always enjoy connecting with fellow slot lovers. Finally, I want to give a big thank you once again to all my subscribers, viewers, and supporters. I wouldn't be able to create this content without you. Let's keep having fun, exploring new games, and, hopefully, racking up those big wins together. Until next time, remember to spin responsibly and keep your luck on your side. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. And that's a wrap for this video. I hope you've enjoyed this thorough breakdown of Zeus vs. Hades, and are ready to jump into the action. Have a great time playing, and may the gods be in your favor.